Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, switch gears. Check. Fresh. Squeeze. Get in there. Check up. Check 31. Strip.
It's a throw. Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Oilers. Back. Flare. Watch twist. Watch the ship. Hey.
Kaepernick now on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Check. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Check 37. Topper. You're out. SOS. Hey. Slow. No. Out.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Watch it. Gone. Shit. Check 43. Check 4. Yes. Ready, go.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Slip. Switch. Check hot route. Hot. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 99. Watch the twist. Check. Check. Ready.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Well, he's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Breshad Perriman, an 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He's checking.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch the whip. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Check three. Go. Box trap.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick, eluding the pressure right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Hey, lock it. You got that right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That'll go in the books as a loss of 20, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he is not going to get the first, but remember, it was only 1st down, so a bit of an odd play, and it results in 2nd down. A very bizarre scenario there, to say the least, but they do get yardage out of it. Now it's 2nd down.
Ready, 90, Wolf. Squeeze. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Hey, Haywood.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
55.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Hey, high 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Give me some. Go. Here we go. Hey, alert 3. Switch, go. Track.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Cooper Kupp, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hard. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Ready.
Kaepernick going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Bang, bang. Yep, bang, bang.
On first down, Kaepernick. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And nothing but daylight ahead. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Check 26. Check.
Kaepernick now on first down. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Safety's creeping. Undercut. Lock it.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Got it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 27-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Fair.
Jim.
Hey, Zoo.
2nd and 2. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and short. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame,
Ready?
you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alpha.
They're going to look to throw. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. On first down, it's Miles. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Miles. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey. Cut. See it. Come on. Deuce. Leo. Check the back.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw is Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
2nd down and inches. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, at its 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
55.
Yes.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
90 Wolf. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Lucky. Mike, 55.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he goes out right around the 39. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Go on. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Hey, exit.
Check 55 to Mike.
Snap.
Looking to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Buying time to his left. Making the catch is Sternberger. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, box drop. Yo, go. 5.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Door. Hey, rock it. Be crippled.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Slam. Charlie. Safe. Switch. Check. Hot route. Hot. Kill. Yes. Ready, go.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under 10.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
He's jumping. 18. Chopper. Showing it. Delta. Why? Get wide. Trick 3.
On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw, Kaepernick. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
A gain there of 30 big ones. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Kaepernick. He'll let this go for the... And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs. And
they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning, and that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Now back to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. 20. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as the Ravens push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker now to add the point after. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT. Yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
First down and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they...
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Check blue dot corker. Blue dot corker. Check 9. Check 9. Attacked by 66. Bullet ride. Yep. Let her.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. You go tight. Right, 64, weak. Hey, go.
escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Kaepernick to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad. my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.